Welcome to PWCI. This week I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter. We are going back in time to 2013 in Bellevue, Illinois, which is just outside Peoria, for Sky Pro Wrestling, as we flash back to salute the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers. Of course, the two men that will be in this particular match are not in the Hall of Fame. Back when I put this episode together, had a bit of time to fill, so I had to select another match to fill out the episode, and here we go. Andy Roberts, in 2021, no longer active as a professional wrestler that I know of. Doug DeVore, your ring announcer. Rowdy Robbie McCann, still active as a wrestler, former three-time referee of the year. Wanted to become a professional wrestler, give up the refereeing. You will still see him compete in the ring these days at Midwest Impact Pro in the Peoria area. In fact, they just had a show over the weekend. McCann, part of Tracy Smothers' posse, still wears the Stars and Bars, despite all the negative connotations that they've thrown at it. We're going to take a look at the Hall of Famers, Big Pappa and Apocalypse. They were inducted. Oh, look at this. Waiting for the bell is sounded. Apocalypse and Big Pappa were inducted in 2010. We'll take a look at them in a bit. Well, I thought the bell sounded. Alright, we're underway, regardless. Colin Neville tie-up. Andy Roberts has to work on the arm of Robbie McCann. Multiple shows happening this weekend on May the 1st. Side headlock by Andy Roberts. 01 Supreme in Noble, Illinois at the Noble Grade School. Major show happening there. World League Wrestling at the Race Wrestling Academy in Troy, Missouri. Swing and a miss by Roberts. Japanese arm drag takes down Robbie McCann. Elbow. And Roberts sits with the ride. Drop kick and McCann bails to the outside. This is a six-sided ring. You don't see these anymore. In fact, this was the ring used by Supreme League of Wrestling many years ago when Impact Wrestling popularized the hexagon ring. Of course, when Hulk Hogan entered the promotion, he went back to the four-sided ring. Didn't like the hexagon ring. There's a neck breaker from Robbie McCann. Goes for the cover. 1, 2 count. The ring was purchased by a certain individual who wanted to be a wrestling promoter, thought he could be a wrestler, and failed miserably. There's a kick to the face. Cover. 1, 2. Left the ring outside all the time, and it turned into a rust bucket, deteriorated rapidly in the wet weather. And that is a royal shame. Since McCann for the ride, Roberts Knee to the head, forearm shot, takes down McCann, only a 2. And Roberts goes for the super kick. Caught, kick, wham, pedigree. And that is it. Wow. Robbie McCann made short work of Andy Roberts. Just a little over 2 minutes. Pretty surprising. I want to acknowledge real quick what we showed at the top of the program. The passing of the Dean of Referees, Steve Kane, co-host of Wrestling Authority Radio. He passed away last Friday due to multiple health complications. Condolences to all his family and his friends. He will be missed. We will be right back. We got something brewing here.
Kind of caught by surprise. Apocalypse just jumped in the locker room area. I wasn't even in the process of switching batteries. Thought we were in a break.
For some reason, Apocalypse grabbed a hold of Ray Rodgers and dragged him to the ring. And now he kicked him in the gut. And the bell sounded, we're underway. So it's going to be Apocalypse versus Ray Rodgers here as the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, who was inducted in 2010, stalks Ray Rodgers on the canvas. He is mad at Ray Rodgers because he was shown up in a battle royal earlier tonight. There's a shot to the face. I don't know if Ray Rodgers is still active, but I know that Apocalypse is still active as a wrestler. In fact, he made a comeback fairly recently. Short arm clothesline. And now he's choking him on the mat. Apocalypse is now going by the name of The Butcher. And he has ceded the Apocalypse name to the man whose real name is Darnell Reed. And he's going by the name Apocalypse and wrestling for Midwest Impact Pro. In fact, both of them do. And Apocalypse going to what looks like, yeah, that's the camel clutch. Has all the Ray Rodgers with the camel clutch. or half a camel clutch. In the 6-sided ring, and APOC gives it up. Apocalypse, one of the founders of pro wrestling, the modern area of pro wrestling in Peoria. Of course, it's undergone many changes.
Come on, Apocalypse, why are you being such a sore loser over that Bell Royal?
Apocalypse dominating Ray Rodgers, who clearly was not prepared to fight him right here. Apocalypse holding the side headlock. Ray Rodgers to his feet. Throws an elbow. Trying to break out. Off the ropes. Spinebuster by Apocalypse. You know, if it was anybody tougher, I don't think Apocalypse would have dared. Apocalypse, a bit of a bully in the ring. Ray Rodgers tried to fight back, but that was cut off. And now, $1 Million Dream. Apocalypse with the $1 Million Dream on Ray Rodgers, and the referee has no choice but to call for the bell. Can't defend himself. He's just manhandled by the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer. Apocalypse intimidating the referee. Raised his hand. Raised the ref's hand, not the other way around. Anyway, Apocalypse wins this by knockout. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Apocalypse just bitter over losing a battle royal of all things. Fans not appreciative of Apocalypse's attitude here, and he's not done. Now he throws the ref. Now he picks up Ray Rodgers. Come on. Choke slam. Well, he was a devastating force in the Peoria wrestling area, and you can still see him today, just as the Butcher. We'll be right back.
If you've ever wanted to be in the professional wrestling business, here's your chance now. Contact Pinfall Academy at 217-670-5151 or at pinfallacademy@gmail.com, located at 1320 South 11th Street, Springfield, Illinois. At Pinfall Academy, you can learn to be a wrestler, referee, valet, manager, anything having to do with professional wrestling. We'll teach you how to get it done. Pinfall Academy, will you be our next star?
As drivers, we make a million little choices each and every time we get behind the wheel. Choices like distracted driving, DUI, speeding, and no seatbelt are proven killers. But there's another threat lurking on your roadways that you need to consider. It's the choice by drivers to ignore the move-over law. This lethal choice has led to the death of first responders from all over the state. Men and women sworn to serve and protect you, the people of Illinois.
Slow down, move over. It's the law.
Our feature match. Sky Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match. As we take a look at one of the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers. Corbin Blaze making his way to the ring at this time. He is still active as a professional wrestler. Actually does a couple of personas now. And here he is. Kind of rocketed up the rankings. The new show, Big Pappa, as Doug DeVore with the intro. Corbin Blaze, kind of an underrated. Got really good in the ring, but kind of the under the radar competitor. And here he is. He's going to be facing Big Pappa in a major mismatch. I guess you could call this a rite of passage match. Big Pappa was a big player in the Peoria wrestling scene, one of the founders. Okay, well, so Big Pappa, our manager, he's banned. So we'll wait for him to come to the ring. Shows happening this weekend that we have not mentioned. World Powerhouse Wrestling in Collinsville, Illinois at the Veterans of Foreign Wars Hall. Pro Wrestling Epic at the Franklin Lodge in Alton, Illinois. Special guest, the franchise Shane Douglas. I do want to mention someone is trying to sabotage that event. Why? You know, maybe somebody wants the venue that used to have it. It's not to say that that is the culprit, but that's the first suspect. First person I look at anyway. Yeah, the problem is they're claiming all the posts of the wrestling poster for that event is spam and going against community standards, which is nonsense. Mark Zuckerberg, what a piece of work he is. This high-tech overlord trying to reorder what is allowed and what is not allowed to be said on social media. And he's a political hack, too. He's a piece of garbage. And yes, he should be stripped of any Section 230 protection and be held liable for his misconduct. Because that guy's a zealot. A big-time zealot. Big Pappa has Corbin Blaze, shoots him off. Hard clothesline. Big Pappa in 2021 is retired as a professional wrestler. Corbin Blaze, of course, is very active as a professional wrestler. And he picked him up. That is not smart. You never pick up your opponents. You just don't do it. It will cost you. It could backfire on you badly. Especially when Corbin Blaze is out to prove himself here. Shot to the head. And yes, this is a mismatch. Big Pappa, 250, 300 pounds on Corbin Blaze. There's a choke in the corner. And many years ago, I thought one of the dream matches of Central Illinois Wrestling was Big Pappa versus Mississippi Madman. Because there's not too many 400-pounders that can go in the ring. They did meet up several times. Though it did not quite live up to expectations, in my opinion. The encounters they had. Maybe I was expecting something, I don't know. Expecting more than they were capable of. Corbin Blaze wanted to go after Big Pappa out on the floor. Referee stopping him. It's like Big Pappa tweaked his knee and he's just trying to walk it off, but Corbin Blaze not wanting to give him time to recover on the outside. Corbin Blaze just wants to go right after him. And Corbin Blaze goes right after Big Pappa to attack the left leg. Take away one of those wheels. Can't exactly use your size advantage against your opponent as effectively, especially when you're down on the ground. Corbin Blaze, well, right to the eyes, and Corbin Blaze warded away. It's Big Pappa trying to get back to his feet, back to vertical base, but he has got a bad wheel now. And a DDT from Big Pappa. Cover, 2, and a 2 count. May the 8th, Mid-Missouri Wrestling Alliance at the South Broadway Thread Club in St. Louis. That's the second weekend of the year, or second weekend of May. Takes him to the corner, sends him for the ride. That big clothesline. Super Crazy is going to 0-1. Big splash by Big Pappa. We've been seeing a lot of him lately. He's been making regular appearances for Midwest Impact Pro. Another 2 count. I also wanted to give congratulations to IJ Sweet. He is the new Pinfall Wrestling Association Heavyweight Champion, Regional Heavyweight Champion, in a major upset. Of course, there was interference in that match. Another 2 count. Big Pappa arguing with the official. Big Pappa, no. Corbin Blaze charges, running drop kick. Corbin Blaze, forearm shot, another forearm shot. Now there will be quite a number of events happening in May. Just be sure to keep watching the St. Louis wrestling community at stlwrestling.livejournal.com for more information on upcoming events. Springboard clothesline by Corbin Blaze takes down Big Pappa. Referee counting. I'll be stunned if there's a double count out here. Referee slowing up the count. I do believe he wants this match to end in a double count out. Blaze is back on his feet. Running knee to the head. Takes down Big Pappa. Cover. Another 2 count. Big Pappa being pounded on by Corbin Blaze on the mat. Leg drop. Not a lot of force behind that one. Not going to pin Big Pappa with that. Now it goes to the rear chin lock. What am I going to feature next week? Don't know. Maybe more matches from the past I've never aired on this program, which I have not aired these matches. I don't believe they're online either. Corbin Blaze firing at Big Pappa. Charges in. Big splash in the corner. On the six-sided ring. Here he comes again. And the referee got caught in it. Referee got pulled in the way. And look who's here. And look who else is here. Doug DeVore takes out JP, who tried to interfere. He's supposed to be banned from ringside. Pappa has his attention to it. Corbin Blaze, diamond cutter, takes him down. Cover. Referee counting slowly. There's 2. There's 3. And we got a new champion. Doug DeVore pulls his jacket and shirt off to beat up JP in the corner before he tried to interfere. Anyway, Corbin Blaze victorious over the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Wins the Sky Pro heavyweight title. The Sky Pro ceased to exist in 2015 or is actually bought out by Midwest Impact Pro. But anyway, Corbin Blaze completes the rite of passage by beating a legend in Big Pappa. That's going to do it for this edition of PWCI this week as we saluted the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famers. Till next time, have a good night, everybody.